YouTube. What's going on? It's me, Hanson. It's my co-host, Tony. Tony, how's it going?
Doing well. How about yourself?
I'm doing well. I thought we should make this little video kind of wrapping up the great season we had on the Don't Sleep on Special Teams simulcast. What a run it was this year, huh?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, it was. We'll break down a little bit into the all the weeks we did, but little touch up that I wanted to do. We had the predictions for the week 14, um, and we were okay. We were okay there, but some of the more surprising things for week 14. I mean, the not surprising was Lamar Jackson and Debo popping off, but the surprising was the Desmond Ritter and Evan Ingram kind of popping off in fantasy, which I
hmm
wanted to quickly give them their shout outs that were due because they might have helped secure some playoff spots and they might have helped eliminate some people from playoff contention.
Yeah, the big players for me who popped off was they were on the same team in our lead. It was Jared Goff and Sam Laporta. They won again in our lead a playoff matchup. So that was the
Uh,
big. Those are the big players that went off that really stood out for me.
oh yeah, absolutely. Especially for week 15, with the playoffs going on right now, makes things interesting for sure. I for one, I'm in a nail biter. I'm down 12.2. That 12.2 is my condition to win. And I have Jackson Smith Najigba, the rookie. I drafted him. Let's see if he'll be able to do it. But we will
Yeah,
see.
Yahoo says 74-26 in Boston. I think that's a little too much in favor of Boston. I think it should be a lot closer.
No, yeah,
Probably like 60-40.
we'll see for sure. But kind of rearing back, the whole main purpose of this little video I wanted to do with you is first and foremost thank you, Tony, for being the co-host and being on the show for half the season. That was
N-
very helpful and very generous of you. So I really appreciate it and wanted to say thank you personally in the video.
Uh, Thank you. I appreciated being on.
Yeah, it was. It definitely made this year so much more fun because I didn't have to like weight everything all on my shoulders. I knew I'd have someone to kind of fall back on. So it
Yep.
definitely was a great time. I also got to give my shout outs. There wasn't as many guests this year as last year, but we had more three-person shows this year than I think we did at all last year. So I also wanted to give a special shout out to my buddy Morris, my buddy Miano, my buddy Jake, and my other buddy Dave, who are also on the show. I know, Tony, you were on the show with Morris and Jake in
Yep.
respective weeks. Morris and Miano were on a show together. My buddy Jake was on a few shows. My buddy Dave was on a show. So I want to give a little special thanks to them because without them, the episodes wouldn't have been as fun.
Absolutely.
And now the real nitty gritty special stuff I wanted to talk about is the predictions. As you know, I kept track of the predictions all season. The three bold predictions and the bet of the week. How do you think we did, Tony?
Not great because I went a little too hard on Kyle Pitts
all
for the
right, all
crowd.
right.
I was
So
pandering the crowd.
pandering the crowd and kind of tanking the projections, the
hmm
percentage. I respect it. So on most weeks there was six bold predictions. There was a couple weeks where there was nine. There was one week where there was three. But for out of so there was only 13 episodes this season because there was one week where we did not have a show, but there was 84 predictions made this past season on the Don't Sleep on Special Teams simulcast. Out of the
hmm
80
Um,
out of the 84, how many do you think we got correct?
I think I might be in the single digits. I don't. You
Well,
might be a little higher.
well,
Uh,
collectively, I didn't do everyone separate.
Collectively,
I was kind of lazy, so I just kind of pulled us all together. How do you think, as a group on the show, how do you think we did? Out of 84 predictions, how many do you think we got correct?
I think we got 20, give or take.
We had 21 correct, Tony,
Wow.
which
Oh my
is
God, I almost nailed it.
21 of 84, which is 25%. So we were, that's not a terrible prediction for bold prediction because everyone's making three, and we're at 25%. Pretty much
Yep.
everyone had at least one hit. So
Mm-hmm.
that's pretty good, in my personal opinion.
Yeah, it's not bad considering they're like bold predictions. It's not like they're like minus money
Yep.
or anything like that.
Bold prediction. That's the big takeaway. Now, here's the moneymaker. So, on the bet of the week, we had 28 collective bets throughout the season for the cast. How many bets do you think actually hit?
6.
You're right on the money, Tony.
Oh
Literally,
my God.
we were 6 for 28, which is a 21%. So, mind you, week one, I bet Titans +3, which was a plus bet. So that was a good bet. But everything else were parlays that we did that hit. So if you were to bet a unit, so for me a unit's $1. So if I bet $6 plus money, I think we broke even, if not made money, throughout the show if we bet every single time. But that remains to be seen. I didn't go that too into it. Maybe next season I'll do that.
Yeah, we did, all things considered, I thought we did good.
No, yeah, for sure. We definitely hit on some good bets. We also missed on some good bets. But yeah, I mean, 21% on bets, 25% in predictions. Not a terrible start for year two.
Not too shabby.
Let's see where year three will take us. Which when I ended on the on week 14 episode, kind of left it open ended. I want to make an announcement right now, Tony, that next year we will have the cast again, and it'll be exclusively on YouTube, on the channel that this is going to be uploaded on, the Don't Sleep on Special Teams Simulcast YouTube channel.
Sounds great.
Awesome. Well, that is
Forward
going to be it for this video. If you don't have any final things to say, Tony.
No, I'll just say it was great being on. I think I was on like 8 weeks, and I really enjoyed being on the show.
Yeah, well, let's run it back next year, Tony.
Let's do it.
Awesome. Well, Tony, hope you have a great rest of your night, and anyone else watching out there, have a great one.
You as well. Good luck in your matchup.
Thank you, Tony.